Everything I've done in my life, it's because of American Pie.
Hey, Nadia.
Hi, James. I'm just not the girl that likes to be naked ever. Everyone just assumed that I was that girl.
Oh, look at me.
I still have my head.
Do you?
Yeah, it's in my storage unit. There's something in my past life with animals. My dog Peanut was definitely I was actually told he was a boyfriend from a past life. Hi, I'm Shannon Elizabeth, and this is my E.T. Then and Now.
We're gonna do a little walk down memory lane today, starting from your very first time hanging out with us at Entertainment Tonight.
Oh my goodness.
So you know what we've got to talk about first.
Okay.
American Pie.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
This was the role, it changed your life, it put you on the map. Take me back to that time. What do you remember most about when you first auditioned for Nadia?
Oh my goodness. You know, James, you puzzle me. When I first auditioned, it was just for the casting director, and he gave me a lot of advice on trying to work on the accent and said, I'm gonna bring you back for the directors, but you need to go work on the accent a bit. For the audition, I had to dance for Jason. Instead of in the movie, they swapped it around. More, you bad boy. I was just so happy to book a studio film. I remember getting the call. I was almost home, and I got a call, and I could see that or hear that everybody, like my team, was on the phone. So I just pulled the car over, but my house is right there. I decided to leave the car there and run into the house. And on my way in, I stepped into a hole and twisted my ankle. I twisted my ankle, but I got the part.
Did you have any idea, too, that this movie would become such a phenomenon, such a cult classic, that now new generations are rediscovering it? What's that like for you to be a part of something like this?
I mean, I literally just got chills when you said that, because it never quite hits, you know? My role was always meant to be a very small role. It wasn't meant to be like one of the gang, really, you know? And they kind of made it bigger as we went and did press, and I just feel very blessed that I got it, and that it's done everything it has for me. It's just allowed me to, everything I've done in my life, it's because of American Pie.
We're gonna show you a little clip back from that time. This is one of your first interviews with E.T. Here we go.
I tried to do a lot before getting ready for those scenes, and I tried to look at the monitors to make sure that nothing was hanging out in the wrong places, and you know. Goodness.
I'm curious your reaction, seeing you at that time, talking about this role. What sort of emotions does that bring up?
Like, what was I doing with my hair? And like, why did I look that way? And yeah, I would break that down. Like, maybe we shouldn't show that. It should go into like the vault.
In the E.T. vault.
The E.T. vault.
Doing those intimate scenes in such a high profile movie, tell me, how did that affect the way that you were perceived in Hollywood, and especially as you're gearing up for this major career?
It's never been anything contrary to what people probably think that I've been comfortable with. Not that I was uncomfortable in the sense of what the role was. For me, it was a role, it was playing a character. But even in my real life, like, I'm just not the girl that likes to be naked ever, or likes to, I feel very vulnerable. So even at home, like, I'm always covered up. Like, I have friends that sleep in the nude and they don't mind walking around that way, and that was never me. But because was kind of my coming out, everyone just assumed that I was that girl. And so it's been really weird, because it's exactly the opposite of who I am as a person. It was a stereotype that I would fight sometimes.
And of course, we have to talk about Scary Movie, your next big on-screen role after American Pie.
Oh my God, we hit a boat!
Why was it the perfect role for you?
Well, I remember reading the script, and I was being offered a different role. And I read the script, and I'm like, I like Buffy. She's funny. She had all these quirky lines. She had physical comedy. It was just something really different. And they said, well, you know, we want a blonde for that role. I don't know, but you can come in and audition for Keenan. Hello. I worked on the role, and it was tough because it was my death scene. So it's just a big monologue, and then the monologue goes on to be just your head talking.
Which is so iconic. It's one of my favorite scenes ever.
Oh, look at me. I'm all dead.
And then I got a call that they said, okay, he's changed his mind, and he's gonna do blonde for another role, and he'll do brunette for your role. I will not. I still have my head.
Do you?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Where is the head?
It's in my storage unit.
Scary Movie 6 is coming out this summer.
Yes.
So a lot of the original cast came back. Would you ever want to reprise your role as Buffy?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was really hoping to be a part of it, but I didn't get the call. So I'll be watching it like a fan with everyone else.
We also have to talk about, in 2000, you were cast in Enrique Iglesias' music video for Be With You.
I just wanna be with you.
Yes.
And we have a little clip of that. Which this looks like a blast.
Just wanna be with you.
He's so sweet. We're having so much fun. And I'm really happy to be a part of it because the song is amazing and we're having a great time. Look at the face. It's so cute.
I love that. First off, the chemistry you guys had was unbelievable.
He's such a nice guy. I mean, how can you not have chemistry with him?
Tell me about what you remember from that set, filming that video.
You know, I remember he had a lot of his personal, really good best friends there, playing the other guys in the film, or in the video that were his friends. And I just got to kind of hang out with them and be one of the guys.
We also have to talk about, in 2001, we were on the set of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Hi, I'm Justice.
And here's what you told us about making the role your own.
Oh
Our
my
last
goodness.
clip.
You've been doing your own stunt calls like you were doing there?
Yep, my own thing. It wasn't written in the script. I put that in by myself and he was cool with it.
What do you remember most from that set?
You know, I remember getting called in to meet with Kevin. Now, I had seen Chasing Amy, but that's all I had seen. I hadn't seen Clerks or any of his other films, Mallrats or anything. And then when he would introduce me to people, he'd be like, hi, this is Shannon. She's playing Justice. She has no idea who I am. She hasn't seen any of my movies. I'm like, Kevin. And they would say that to
"Don't rat
everybody.
me out."
Don't tell people this. This is how you introduce me to people.
That went on to do a couple reality shows. Dancing with the Stars in 2008, and then Celebrity Big Brother a decade later. Out
Yes.
of those two, which one really pushed you out of your comfort zone the most?
Ooh, out of my comfort zone. I mean, look, out of my comfort zone was probably Dancing with the Stars. Because I did dancing growing up, but very different. I'd never done ballroom dancing. I mean, Big Brother, I was such a fan. I was really excited to do Big Brother, and I mean, that wasn't out of my comfort zone. I knew what the challenges were. Not quite sure how that's gonna go, but I'm so excited to be here.
Does this mean that you would ever do any other reality shows moving forward?
I am dying to do Traitors.
I was going to say.
I'm dying to
gonna
do
say,
Traitors.
you would be so good on Traitors.
No, I'd be out first. I know they would get me out first. They'd say she's a poker player and she's an actress. Get her out. So no matter whether it was a traitor or not, I'm like, I keep thinking it's
Like,
probably
they would be
better
coming
not
for
to
you.
be a traitor because they're all gonna think I'm a traitor anyway.
While Shannon manifests that, first she'll be making an on-screen return in the upcoming horror thriller First Witch out later this year.
What can you tell us about The First Witch?
The first witch was kind of before Adam and Eve. It was before anything. She was the witch that created all of creation. But then she got cursed. So there's a good side to her, but then there's a bad side that she's got to overcome. And it was really, really fun to play her. And we talked about this needs to be an ongoing character. It needs to be an ongoing story. But yeah, it was amazing.
But acting isn't the #1 priority in Shannon's life anymore. Nearly a decade ago, she moved to South Africa to dedicate herself to wildlife conservation through her Shannon Elizabeth Foundation.
Where did your love for animals come from?
Birth. Something in my
always
past
knew.
life. Yeah, there's something in my past life with animals. I just know that's my mission on the planet. My dog Peanut was definitely I was actually told he was a boyfriend from a past life.
Wow.
And and I said, well, why did he come back as a dog? And they said, well, he knew he'd get more love from you as a dog than as a man. And I was like, you are absolutely right.
Okay, that's iconic for
Yeah.
Peanut.
Peanut was everything.
Oh. Do you ever see yourself returning to Hollywood full time? Or do you feel like right now you've kind of struck this exact right balance for you in your life?
I think it depends what full-time is. Because I do see myself returning and working. I just need to make sure that The charity is in a position where I can hire the people that I need to be on the ground, keep it going. So that will always come first. But as long as that's taken care of, then yeah, I would love to get to work again.